Okay.
Hello, folks. Welcome to our humble household. And what we're doing here today is we're going to sample some pickled onions and sausages in the same jar. Now, I'm pretty much a fan of anything pickled. You put anything in a jar of pickling spice, and I'll probably eat it. So I asked my beautiful baby, if she would kindly make me some pickled eggs. And she started looking around for different kinds of recipes for pickled eggs, and then she found a recipe for pickled eggs and sausages. And I'm a big fan of sausages, and pickle them up, and I'll eat them. So as she was preparing to make these pickled eggs and sausages, I myself got so excited about the idea, I started researching and digging for videos featuring pickled eggs and sausages. Well, the only thing I could actually find were pickled eggs or pickled sausages, but not once could I find a video of anybody brave enough to combine the two into one jar. What is with you people? I don't know what it is, but for some whatever reason, people are afraid to mix these two lovely ingredients together to form a good jar of pickled delights. So here it is, and I apologize that we can't show you the process of all of this being put together. However, we do have the finished product in a pickle jar. And you know what? I was thinking to myself, why is it that people are afraid to combine these ingredients? Well, maybe because they don't have a jar big enough to do it in. And in order to do that, we're a big fan of pickles. If we have nothing in this house, we have pickles. So we buy the big ass jar of pickles, okay? So it took me a while, but I was able to finish this jar of pickles in order to get this jar so that she can combine the sausages and eggs together. So follow me, honey, while I go get the pickled this lovely jar of pickled goodness. So we'll open up the fridge, and one of the things that I'll also tell you is that a lot of people say, hey, we have a tough time keeping these things because they're so delicious that, once we put them in the refrigerator and they start pickling, everybody's got to have a pickled egg or a pickled sausage. So what we did to kind of curb that craving was to put them out of sight, out of mind a little bit. So luckily enough, we have a deep enough fridge so that you'll see me pull out this. You'll see me pull out some tea. Oh my gosh, she makes the best tea on the planet. And we'll move the orange juice aside. And right there in the back, you can see a lovely jar of pickled sausages and eggs in the same jar. Imagine that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and retrieve the jar of pickled delights. And as you can see, this thing is just loaded. I can't say enough about how good all of this looks combined together. You see your onions, you got your jalapeno peppers in there, you got some crushed reds in there, you've got, and of course, the pickling seasoning itself from McCormick. And as you can see, I love turning it upside down so you can see this madness, and just kind of giving it a shake. Now, these have only been fermenting for how long, honey?
48 hours.
They have been pickling for 48 hours. So I know that you're supposed to let these sit for at least, ideally a week, 5 days to 7 before you sample this. But because this thing looks so absolutely amazing, as you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and sample it at the 48-hour mark. And see what we have. Obviously, as it stays pickled, the ingredients and the flavors will get more intense, and it'll pickle up more, and you'll get a more robust flavor from this delicious mixture here. So again, without further ado, I'm gonna open this jar, and as I open it, I gotta say, because the sausage that we chose was I think it was a pork chicken kielbasa. And of course, regular store-bought eggs, and some people have chickens and and all that madness, but no, we just bought some eggs from the store, And I'm going to just grab an egg, and in fact, I'm going to get one. I see this one sitting on the top, but I'm going to dig a little deeper for one that has been marinating in this delicious pickling concoction here. And as you can see, the egg is starting to kind of take on a little bit of a red hue from probably the kielbasa, I would imagine. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside, and then what we're going to do is we're going to actually go for a jalapeno. And again, this has only been for 48 hours marinating, folks. So obviously it's going to be getting more flavors, going to be more intense, and you can see the little chunks of garlic in there too, and some peppercorns on the side of it. And now I'm going to reach for a sausage. Ta-da! And you can see the spices clinging on, and I'm just going to knock those off and put them right back into the mix. And, well, because the egg is so big, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach for another piece of sausage that has been kind of bathing in the delicious marinade. So here it is. Here's what you see there. And I'm going to go ahead and lid that back up. And I'm going to go ahead and cut into this egg. Now, I gotta say, when I stick the fork in the egg, it's like really firm, like a little tiny golf ball almost. But as I open it up, you can see that it's still really white around the inside, and you can see that the outer, the pickling has not sort of penetrated into the egg. So it's going to be interesting to see how much has marinated in a 48-hour period. So as you see, I'm going to cut this into quarters. And then I'm going to cut that into quarters as well. No, because I have 4, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that right in half. Now, first what I'm going to do is just try them individually and see what happens here. So here we are, one pickled sausage. Oh, wow. That is good. And, you got that smokiness of the kielbasa. And you got that pickling marinade going on in there, and it's really sitting off really good, strong flavors in my mouth. And I can only imagine that once it gets into like 5 and like maybe 30 days, this stuff is going to be outstanding. Now, I'm also going to take a little piece of this onion too. So, oh wow, that onion is really pickled well. That onion is so porous that the marinade is really penetrated throughout. Now, just for the sake of video, I'm gonna go ahead and boldly go ahead and take this pickled jalapeno. Very pickled, and it's very mild. Even though the seeds are here, and my mouth is certainly tingling a little bit. But it's not on fire by any stretch. Now, as I sit here, I can feel the flavors intensifying just a little bit. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take a slice it out. Oh, sorry, the egg now. Oh, yes. Even after 48 hours, the flavors have penetrated very, very well. So now what we're going to do is take a pickled egg, and half that sausage with a little piece of the jalapeno and a little bit of that onion. And we're just going to go right on in here, because this is probably how I'll eat it, And I see a little bit of pepper there. We're going to get that out of there. I don't need any more heat.
Don't eat the peppercorns.
Wow. That is really good. And I gotta tell you, there is something about having them all together that really wakes it up and really sends off a lot of spicy, pickly goodness. I mean, talk about a little party in the mouth. If you are not afraid of like pickled stuff and just a robust array of well-mixed ingredients, You cannot go wrong. And my baby probably won't be eating this as much as I will. You can see this big jar? All you pickle fanatics out there, that's all mine. You understand that? It's all mine. And you know, when I have a game and fights, UFC night, you know, I may share this with company. But for the most part, you know, these are mine. These are mine. And I'm not going to be so willing to share them. I'm just not. And again, we're going to have just an egg and a sausage here. Folks, let me tell you, it's absolutely fantastic. For those of you who are Pickled fans and thought about trying this, don't hesitate. Maybe the next time we do this, or she does this, we'll go ahead and make a video of all of the steps that it takes to come up with this beautiful final product.
But it's fun and it's easy.
Is it, baby?
Yeah.
How long did it take you, baby, to put this put everything into this jar? Would you say?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Hear that, folks? Hour and a half. I mean, hey, it takes a little bit of work, but the finished product is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you. And you know, amazing is a word that's probably overused, but right here it's applied very well. As you can see, I mean, when you put all these things together, you probably can't go wrong. I mean, this is it's just the right amount of everything. So there you have it. And I'm not going to draw this out. And this is our first video, so I hope you enjoy it, and as well as I'm enjoying this. And again, this has only been marinating for 8 hours, and I'll probably come back and we'll do this again in about 5 or so days, and then we'll do it in 30 days, because if it lasts that long. But because, you know, hey, I'm gonna be I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy myself here. But I'm not gonna touch it again. I'm gonna try and be well disciplined and tuck this right back in the fridge and hide it the way that you saw me get it. And I'm gonna let it sit there for a good 7 days, and then I'll come back and we'll make another video and see how it goes. All right, folks. So there it is. Well, you like zoom in on that, and I'm telling you, this is good stuff. So good job, honey. I love you, honey. So it's fantastic.